So the beginning of this season has absolutely not gone to plan as we are 0-3 headed on to week 4 against the Bulls. We know have a pretty decent roster themselves. I gotta say though, Graves has not looked good. The rookie quarterback has not looked good. He has been in some, unfortunate games going against the best defensive line in football, a rainy game, and then there's no excuses for the last game. But then Jadarius comes in and he doesn't play so well either. So at the end of the day, this team is really just not looking good. And the worst part about it is it's not just the quarterback play. It's not just the offense, the defense, the run game. We cannot stop it. We cannot tackle. We cannot cover. We cannot get to the quarterback. And it's right now just looking like a full-blown disaster. But it is still early in the season. Yes, the Elks are undefeated, but at this point in time, the division is still up for grabs. Last year, got to the playoffs because of a weak division. Could happen again. Regardless, let's head on to week 4 and hope this is the week we turn it around. Of course, also a breakout DB scenario. This could be Taylor, perhaps. The Elks did also lose, but you can see we are 0-3, but only 2.5 games behind the division, and it's really early once again. So there is still plenty of time to pick up some wins, potentially pick up the division itself. The Elks and the Voyagers with Players of the Week, and then on the AFC side, the Nighthawks and the Antlers. 2 interceptions for both defenders, and then looking at the offense side, Minshew, 4 total touchdowns. Pretty insane. Bijan Robinson, very efficient, 3 touchdowns as well. Pretty impressive stuff there. But let's take a look at the roster real quick. We're not going to change anything just yet, but once again, if Graves looks really, really bad, it's a GG. It is time for him to sit the bench, I suppose. But speaking of sitting the bench, our guy's morale is sitting the bench. I'm not really sure how, guys like Romeo Dobbs are down in morale because they're having really good seasons. I guess this guy's the ultimate team player, even though he has no player tags. Some morale drops, especially to catching, despite the fact that he's having, one of the better seasons in the league, going from 689 yards to already 334, and the season's only a fourth of the way through. No touchdowns, unfortunately. He had one all the way down to the 1-yard line at one point, but still, yards-wise, he's already, around half of what he had last year as a total, so he can't be that upset, right? And then looking at the defense, they should be upset. I'm going to be real. These guys, they should be pretty pissed. And then looking at those DBs, I absolutely realize who it's going to be. The DB is going to be Antonio Johnson. But before we do any of that, we are going to look at our opponent, which I, for some reason, can't remember. I only went past them 45 times. Their backup tight end, Elijah Hickens, who's actually very athletic, is injured. So not the biggest injury in the world, but he could have been a significant part of their, their play action game, perhaps. So you'll never know. Kirk Cousins, not a whole lot of throw power. Should just start Trey Lance. He at least has some potential with that throw power himself, speaking of, but very accurate still. Jahmyr Gibbs, insanely fast. Looking at the wide receivers, that's a good team. Terry McLaurin, Gabe Davis, and then Chark. Maybe should go with someone a little bit smaller for the slot, but it is what it is. Pitts, amazing tight end 1. Trevor Penning's okay. Ellen Jenkins, very good. Aaron Brewer, okay. James Daniels, decent. DeJuan Jones, decent. Dockery, not the fastest in the world, but very good finesse move. Leonard Williams, I don't know who's the wrong scheme fit, but one of them is. DTs aren't the best. Looks like a 3-4, so it looks like that Dockery guy's the wrong guy. TJ Watt's amazing, though. Luvu, more of a pass rusher, in my opinion, but hey, do what you got to do. Zaven Collins, I guess he's a power move guy. Sean Murphy-Bunting. This team's got an identity crisis, I'll tell you that much. The safeties, the DBs, very slow. They've got a really fast corner 1 and a decent speed safety 1, strong safety 1, but everything else kind of slow. Great kick power for their kicker, and then Hewitt, not the best for punting. This is a very down-in-the-dumps, kind of depleted roster. It's a very good overall still, but this is probably the worst team we've faced so far. So if we can't get it going on the ends of this team, with the Orbits coming up next week, even though we're at home for both of these games, I don't feel super optimistic, I gotta be honest. But either way, let's take a look at this breakout DB. Once again, it should be Antonio Johnson, and it is. Coach, I just want to say, I really like the defensive schemes you've been running recently. Last week was the best game I've played all year, and I feel like I'm finally figuring things out, I don't think I agree with really anything you've said, to be honest. Maybe you've had your best game, but I don't think we're really running the greatest schemes. We're getting torched, giving up 30-plus minimum. That's super minimum. The team has absolutely struggled. Graves, not great, right? But at the same time, the blocking hasn't been great. The receivers haven't been consistently open. The defense has been abysmal at every front. But let's take a look at this team. Should be a team that kind of runs the ball pretty well. Apparently, it's a good deep pass attack. I don't really see if I believe that, but inside run defense. And then I think we're going to want to attack the inside run as well. Got a couple of upgrades. They're all starters, so it's pretty significant. We're going to go with slot for Zaire Taylor, who is now an 83 overall, I believe. 2 to man, 2 to play rec. Yeah, we're kind of getting a little away from that zone, but that man coverage is insane already. So we're going to go with zone a little bit, I think, in the future. Walt James, 74 overall with the field general upgrade. 1 to speed, now putting him at 89 for that rating. And then Charles Quincy, he needs all the pass rush ability he can get. Power move, hopefully get like a +2 to power move, 1 to block shed. We get 1 and 1, which means better than nothing. E79 power move rating as we head on to the Bulls to try and right our wrongs, maybe get in the win column if possible. Here it is, a home game. It's been a little while since we've been at home, I believe. All these games are flying by because we're just losing them all the same. But this is our chance. The Bulls are not a bad team, but they are definitely the worst team we have played. Maybe one of the worst in the league. Ironically enough, it's kind of, very us to say, considering, we're literally the worst team in the league. We've definitely made strides, but we are still leaps and bounds the worst. There's no team that has the lacking of high overalls compared to us across the board. But once again, we do have a couple of superstars in the making, and hopefully the quarterback Graves can be one of them. Obviously, it's very early on in his career, early on in the season. We're hoping that he can turn things around. Going against TJ Watt does not make things easier, but, it's going to be damn near impossible to play a full season, play a couple even games without playing some sort of goon on the defensive side of the ball. And we are going to see them receive the ball first, which hopefully if we can actually get a stop for once, maybe we'll put the pressure off of our guy. And of course, this time, the reason why the kick bar is slow is because of the calm ability. Normally, it's very questionable why it's super slow. But here's Kirk Cousins. We're going to take a look at these numbers as I just don't see it. The low throw power, very accurate, but low throw power makes me think he's not the best. But the numbers tell you 4 touchdowns, 0 picks. That's not bad. And the Elks also lose by 1. So, at the end of the day, we win this game. We're only a game and a half behind. So, season's very young to be, panicking. Really good stop on the run there. Only gaining 3 does Gibbs. Last week, 57 yards and 1 touchdown on 17 carries. So, he's struggling a little bit. From the 28-yard line. Remember, Johnson is in a scenario game. Oh, I thought we had that to the outside. Finds a little weak spot in the zone coverage. The pass rusher Gleason out there, but just a little too late. Thought we were actually about to pressure him. There was a lot of congestion in the middle of the field, and he really couldn't throw it there without risking the ball. So I was like, yeah, he's going to be in trouble. And broken ankles, but Cam Jones finished his job. I'm really surprised they consider that a yard gained. And man, I know that's probably because of 26, but Gibbs kind of runs like Rodriguez a little bit. Very similar players. They're going to run again, and nowhere to go yet again. Gains a yard again. A lot of again. We're going to come with the mid blitz. So hopefully they don't convert again. All right, I'm done with the agains. We're going to bring the whole house, and there's a free rush for Gleason. Really makes you wonder why we didn't just do that in the first place during this scenario. Doesn't get the sack in the one game he needed to. And we will be forcing a punt. Felt like it was time to get aggressive, and the mid-blitz worked. Also, it didn't show it, but we did change the slider slightly. 2 to accuracy for the quarterbacks on our side, and 3 to coverage, which I can't really say is showing much on the defensive side of things. Obviously, Graves I don't really know about because, well, he's only just about to step out right now. Don't really want to look at those numbers. Not actually terrible last week, but overall, obviously, pretty porous. 5 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Yards are good, though, but that's really where it stops. And I was going to say something clever like, if you don't want the daily episodes to stop, leave a like, and 200 likes. I don't know, because I don't know when this is uploaded. A lot of rebuilds, whatever. But I'd appreciate some likes. And over the middle, you've got to be kidding me. It says out of reach. Was that mean because the ball was out of reach? I think when you're too far back, it's out of range, right? Like, we can't be missing that throw. We just simply cannot. This time hits it a little behind him. I feel like that might have been a little bit more on Morant, though. Like, I genuinely don't know how someone could miss as badly as he has. We're running to the right, and we got some blocks. Rodriguez can't quite outrun the pile, but he gets it. I think it is perfect timing to run that play action we were going to, but then I was like, you know what? Let's just get the first down. Risk the yardage later. And that, of course, I can't blame him. He's literally got a guy right in his face as he's throwing. There's not really much that can be said there. I think this is kind of similar to what we went with just recently enough. I double tapped. What a catch. Not bad, though. Ball's on the money. Great catch by Kuntz. Huge. Because that, that mistake could have easily costed us, the down. And as you can see there, oh, maybe not. We kind of need every yard we can get. We gained quite a bit when we only needed 2. Good kind of second effort. Or I guess I should say, good not giving up on the play. I don't know. I have Romeo Doubs. Oh, what is that depth? Dropped pick. But that slant was ran way too deep. That needs to be 2 to 5 yards less. And instead, he just runs it all the way to the end zone, basically. Yeah, look how far he's run. This is a slant, by the way. Look at how far he runs this upfield. The slant's almost 20 yards upfield by the time we get the ball over there. It's a timing play, and he just ruins us. And Rodriguez finding a way to get the first down. Good blocking again. Great vision, great, maneuverability. Go back to the run. Looks like there's more side players on the side of Watt, so why would I want to run it to him? We had to cut it back in. We're not going to gain much, but it's more than if we would have went all the way outside. Likely, because obviously could have spun, juke move, it worked, whatever. Tight end screen? It doesn't really look like a tight end screen to me. It looks more like a Rodriguez screen. And he's just not going to run out there. Am I wrong? Was that actually a tight end screen I was supposed to throw to the tight end? Did I make a mistake? No, it says halfback screen. Okay, it wasn't my fault. It was Rodriguez deciding to block for 15 seconds. Okay, cool. Thank you, Rodriguez. We appreciate it. Romeo? Not really open, but the throw is terrible. It was a very janky route by Romeo Doubs. They're going to say to punt it. I mean, our kicker is pretty good. I don't know if you know who Chad Ryland is. The wind is against us. I'm still kicking it. Points are hard to come by. We have the calm thingy because of the scenario. And the ball's in the ends through the uprights and good. I mean, what else can you ask for? We have the lead. But I got to say, if there's not some night and day turnaround from Graves in this half, really, his career could already be over. He just looks terrible. There's just nothing good. The read option ability, maybe. But as far as accuracy goes, he looks terrible. He looks scared. He looks terrible, and I mean, he can't even hit a simple throw, even when there isn't pressure. And that is pretty good coverage. Wow, he caught that. Obviously not in bounds, but that's unbelievable. Of course, it's going to be really hard for the deep free safety to make a play on the ball. But we're going to try. Johnson needs his dev up because he has high potential. Deep helping. And that's going to be a throwaway. Okay, good. Another stop. I will say Antonio Johnson would have got torched if we didn't help, but hey, a stop is a stop. And when I say stop, you stop it, uncle. Run to the right side. And we're going to find a little bit of room. Tackle by Derwin, 3 yards gain. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, Numbers. Those are numbers, after all. Good run on the inside again. And we're going to get some pretty good blocks again. Rodriguez bouncing all the way. Couldn't quite get the long block from Morant, but we take it. Pretty good blocking. Specifically from those wide receivers, in fairness. It's not easy on the open field. We're going to actually throw the ball now. 1st and 10. They're kind of lined up to specifically stop the run. A little bit of pressure. That kind of sidewinder throw is scary. Not as scary as a straight-up fumble. I kind of didn't really, see what happened to him because I'm on to the next play when our guy's about to come down with the ball. And I think he did fumble. Yeah, he got blasted. Frankie Louvu with the hit, I believe. Just when we were, building up a little bit of a lead, the drive was looking clean. We were doing some things. We struggle. Cam Jones does a pretty damn good job. The best run of the game so far for Gibbs is 6 yards. Walt James, I believe, on the play. Cleaning up shop, thankfully. And we're getting pushed over hard. Walt James again with a tackle, but very Blake Martinez-like to be like, oh yeah, here's 6 yards, but I got the tackle. It's like, what are you doing? Run up. Don't just stand there. Go to him. See if Gleason can make a play. Not really, and Riley Moss is torched. Try to strip it. Not a bad attempt with help, but that'll be a Gabe Davis first down. I really can't believe we got fumbled, though. From the 22-yard line, blitz. We are on the running back late, and that could be a touchdown. Nick Jones got torched. Good teamwork to the 5. DJ Chark looking as fast and big as advertised. A little sus, but, you know, here we are in the second quarter. Yardage-wise, pretty similar. Score-wise, about to be similar. And then you have the freaking Steamers winning. I don't know if they're winning. You know, they're going to win, but they're winning. So we could be like the only team in the division that's not undefeated. And out there, Kirk Cousins gets slammed by Walt James. He took the advice this time. From the 4-yard line, a billion different blocking type players in, but it's still anyone's guess. And Carpenter out there does stop him. If that's anyone faster than Kirk, that's an easy read option win because we were late as hell. And now it's run commit time. We really need to stop. Tariq Carpenter, the goal line expert, it seems. The hero, if you will. He's going to be out there again. And there goes Carpenter again! To the 4. Look at him cook. One-on-one with Gibbs. You really didn't feel like Gibbs even had a speed win on that. Played it smart and just strafed him to the ground. Beautiful. Love the hustle from Gleason as well. I don't care how clean it looks of a form on the tackle. That is not an easy tackle to make. So I am glad to see we got guys hustling to make sure. And it will be a similar score, which is A-okay. They were in really good position to take the lead. You got to remember, our drive was a field goal. Should have been more points, but fumble. And now here's number 3. If we even get it, because Abonaconda has been kind of deadly this season. To the 23-yard line. Inside zone. I think I will run the inside zone. I don't like that Wise is like the guy on a pretty big block, but we're going to do it anyways. And it works out. Okay, I apologize. Spin move sucks, even though we have spin cycle. Of course, our favorite move to do is, without a doubt, the juke move, but that time I felt like the spin with the angle that we had on him was the smart call. And wow, that is really good. He's got to get his feet down in there. It might be my fault for kind of leading that ball up because I wanted more yards, but he's got to get the feet down, dude. What is that? He didn't even try. Play action. Graves got some speed. Get out of the way. Don't fumble. Gains 9. Good toughness. Zone coverage can just go so differently and so random at any time. So I was just like, I'm going to get my yards. And Rodriguez gets slammed just barely over the line for the first down. And I kind of want to hurry up to see if they're still in blitz mode. So if they are, we might be able to get a throw deep. And it's there. It's a dot! And he drops it. Why? Why is his, like... He's got all the potential in the world, but he just can't catch. He has all the potential without the ball in his hands. And once the ball is there or close to or should be, and that's going to be a panic. Rant, good try. Watt with a huge hit, but 3 for 10, and it's not even Graves' fault for like half of the problems. I genuinely don't understand. I just genuinely don't understand how that ball is dropped. And that, okay, that's Graves' fault. What is wrong with this team? Like, genuinely, what? Like, there's just nothing going right with this team right now. The defense, at least specifically this game, is doing better than they have. But overall, it is just a crap show. I mean, even the punt was kind of ass. I just need the defense to just be them. They just need to do the thing. And I try to go for it all. I was like, you know what? We have the lane. Oh, nice little cut back there. We have the lane. We have all these blitzers in there. It's a play action. I'm going to go for this freaking scenario. Didn't get it. Huge gainer. Felt it was worth it. I felt wrong. Come on, get out there. I also don't know what the problem is with Gibbs because unless he makes a big play happen here because we're not really ready. Yeah, he's not really... Oh, get out of my way, Walt. We absolutely do not give that first down up if he doesn't block me. Like, if your guy is barely moving, you should be getting out of the way running full blast. Like, what are we doing? Can't swat it in time. Good D. Gains 2. I feel like I haven't seen Pitts yet, which is maybe a jinx, but definitely a good thing. For now. That could be picked. Good D, though. Actually, almost stole it from him. Good D. Could run the blitz, but I'm not going to. It's like an RPO type play. Just got to make the tackle, Cam. Nice. Easy tackle. That'll be a punt. Although they could have wind, but they don't. Going to be running the ball here. TJ, I believe, has no outsider, so double teaming him works out perfectly. Rodriguez breaks the ankles. One to beat. Nice slip there, too, to the 31. 9 for 113. The blocks have been actually really good, and then after the initial lineup, Rodriguez has made people miss, and he is getting some yards. I'd love to see this one back, and we will. Gets the edge. Breaks the outside. The ankles are gone. Guy dives. Shimmy dead leg into the middle of the field as much as we could and just turned it into a huge gainer. Unbelievable. I'd like to run this left and then maybe set up a play action the next play to the right. And really good blocks by Morant. And wow, TJ Watt just chased that thing hard. I kind of want to get Romeo Dobbs his first touchdown on the team. Not going to happen, but the tight end on the block and release gets a bunch. 34 yards passing in the first half needs to be studied. Play action to the right. Let's see an elite play. Asking for a lot. Hits the throw, but doesn't get the tap down. I will admit the ball is once again, not in a great spot. But I kind of feel like maybe he caught this thing. I think I'm willing to throw the challenge flag on this. I'm really curious to see if these feet are in. I think he might have caught this. See that first foot. I think that's a catch, no? Is that not a Morant touchdown? Hello? Explain. Explainage. And of course they won't let me see it back. Romeo. There you go. Touchdown. First of the year for Romeo Dobbs. Clean. Broken coverage. I was starting to panic a little bit. There was a lot of moving pieces, and I saw Romeo Dobbs, and we will regain the lead. Oh, my. Thank you. Finally putting some points up. Let him upfield, obviously, trying to get that touchdown. Thankfully, the ball was perfect. I still absolutely think that was the wrong call. I think that was the smart challenge. Oh, that's a really good block. Kill him! No way! They're going to call foul, but man, if it was not holding... What an absolutely insane play for Gibbs to make. And of course, Cam Jones on the chase down. Got blocked and got back up. I don't even know if there was legitimately holding in there, but I gotta say, him breaking that free definitely seems a bit sus. I mean, we should have had him wrapped up. Someone must have got hooked. We got blasted. What a try. Come on, help. Wow, damn, Johnson, killed him. He, took his ankles away and he just stopped him dead. Antonio Johnson playing closer to the line of scrimmage. Could blow up a run, perhaps. Try to swat. That could be picked. It will be picked. Taylor. Tries to spin. Can't get it. To the 36. Let's go. They keep trying to test that, deep shot against Riley Moss. It's somewhat been there, but not really. And these inside zone plays have been great. I mean, TJ Watt has not been able to sniff the backfield. The pressure is insane. Let's see what we got cooking. Trying to run. Got blasted. Oh, my God. That hit was absurd. If we had a little bit of time to throw, maybe we're talking about taking that throw to Morant. But, yeah, without it, I'm going to take the speed. That's kind of a lot to ask for. What a try, but 3rd down and 9. Maybe not our best play, but we'll get a field goal out of it, assuming we hit it perfectly down the middle. Not really much more to it. Just kick the damn thing. Where's my calm kicker, by the way? That kind of zoomed along a little bit. Right down the middle perfectly, though. And, I mean, we can hold a 10-point lead if we don't do something stupid before half. And, of course, it kind of looks like they're going for this. To the out. I don't know why I thought anything but him going out of bounds. Playing the hook. Kind of leaving the deep vulnerable. Oh, wow. We got burned on the outside there. Good tackle to the 28. Torched. Torched by Nash. That is ridiculous. He got torched. And that is a coverage sack. And Jackson pulls a cam again. Pulling more cams than dirty cops. That's crazy. Oh, Taylor. Okay, good tackle, though. Good wrap up. Clock is not on our side. I will gladly allow for a field goal. I will gladly allow for one. With 8 seconds left, 7 seconds left. Are you even going to hike it at this point? 5 seconds left. Could run out of time, and he just throws it away smartly. That was pretty smart, in fairness. Waste all that clock. Don't give us a chance. But I will give, that up. 7-point lead into half with ball is A-okay, unless we even block it, which we've done a decent bit of work successfully at blocking lately, but we won't. 6-13, not our best performance, but so far this season kind of is. Let's take a look at those numbers. Obviously, we had that fumble with Wise and a couple of drops that were big, but yards are pretty similar. Points kind of similar. But overall, we are leading by 7. Also, first non-primetime game. Maybe we're like Kirk Cousins. We got the brand new Kirk Cousins, I guess, ironically enough. Steamers at halftime, the lead is kind of going a little bit here, but they are still leading by 3 against the Golden Eagles, who are a pretty damn good team. Then we move on over to the Tigers versus the Riverhogs. And it is all Riverhogs at this point. The Tiger entering, I guess they're at home. The river getting hogged. I don't know. Elks lose by 1 against Pioneers. Of course, we've seen that recently enough, but pretty good game there. And obviously that will allow us to climb back in, especially if we win this game here against the Bulls. Looking at some of the highlight plays, Rodriguez, that was definitely the highlight of the game. Gibbs, his run was probably even better, but with a flag, it comes back, and it basically means nothing. But a couple of broken tackles, great angles, good blocking, and that is definitely the highlight of the game. Here it is, second half. I'm not going to even think about, all we have to do is waste the clock and get some points. We are just going to play as if we are down. Maybe that's not a good idea. Let's play as if we need as many points as possible, which I suppose is basically how pretty much every team plays and should play. And let's try to break that outside. I saw him from the get-go, but there was really no other options. I figured I could break the ankles and we'd be gone again. This time, however, no dice. If we bring in Morant, is that guy going to follow? Okay, screw me, I guess. We're not moving. Thank you. He does follow. Bellinger wide open. Perfect throw. And Morant, who is basically Hines Ward at this point, blocks perfectly again. RPO with Romeo Dobbs. I got, Derwin there. I can't imagine this goes well for us. Oh, maybe. Romeo trying to break in there. Gets tackled for a gain of 6, though. I mean, not the best thing in the world that we can't trust our quarterback, but, we're building that trust, I guess. And Wise, I mean, that was just unwise, so I don't even mind that that's overthrown. Just at the last second, he gets enough room to maybe be considered in front of him. That throw is obviously ridiculously challenging. Slant. Outside, wide open Romeo. Perfect throw. Nice stiff arm attempt to the 39. Dot. Good find. Kenny Wise on the sweep. I mean, these plays usually don't work, but if it was ever to work, this would be a good one to do it on. And Wise trying to do something with it. Can't go anywhere. Nobody really blocking there. I mean, at least the guy that was right in front of us. There was some decent blocks there, but not perfect. I kind of want to run the ball again. And Williams does a pretty good job. Rodriguez trying to truck. Gets popped. Gains 6. More manageable 3rd and 4. Of course, if we hit the field goal, it negates all the work they did before half. And I got to say, the verticals look good, but I'm going to go with the screen pass. Our friend. What a little zip. No real help there, and I protected that ball. If we would have fumbled, I would have been mad. First down. And I was going to play action, but without TJ Watt on the line there, I feel good about it to the edge. Not a whole lot to work with, but about 3 or 4. Genuinely imagine Rodriguez when or if he gets some trucking ability. Romeo. Oh, TJ just saved the day. That's a touchdown to the throws on. And it's just an insta rush. They blew the coverage on that. That was so bad. Literal touchdown. And are you kidding me? There's no way he's this bad. Oh, I genuinely don't know what to do. Is that not literally what an NFL quarterback would do? Just loft it very lightly into the end zone for him to just, go underneath super easily? Who the hell bullet passes a wide open play like that? I don't know what to do. I genuinely don't. We've had slider issues in the past, but this is crazy. I don't think this is sliders. I think he's ass. Nice hit. Taylor's on form today. Got burned a little bit, but makes up for it in the end. Stopped him from catching. That's really all you can ask for. Where is Johnson? Whip it out. I don't see him. Oh, he's on the edge there. I seen him. Oh, that's a lot of pressure. How is that not caught by us? A lot of traffic there, and he just zips it in. Who cares? Come on, Antonio. Let's make a play. Get ourselves a pick. Out there. Oh, what a move. Huge hit by Cam's. Going to force it to inches. Nice spin move, but it will be short. And there's no way I'm returning this like it's a normal punt. This is a fake. The fake out is not real. Chase Brown might have a chance still. Could have. Didn't risk it. To the 18. Another stop. Going to throw the ball here. Romeo Dobbs. That's just a really good defensive play. I actually thought that was perfect. That was the ball exactly where I wanted it in my head. I'm a little surprised that he actually got up there and made the play more than anything. What can you do? That's a dot. That's a dot. You can't blame anything but, you know, just a tough catch. Good coverage. Good throw by Graves, but kind of irrelevant when it's not caught, and it's really just tough. And that's perfect as well. Thankfully, we actually make a catch for once. Of course, who else but Bellinger, the most clutch player on this team. Give that man a lifetime contract at this rate. I don't even care. Hopefully we sign him for more than just a single year. I believe we did, but I don't know. But speaking of Bellinger, we're going to go to a tight end, Zach Kuntz, up the middle, I think, on the streak. Kind of on it. It's a tough throw. Of course, hits it on the money while moving. Of course. Blasted by Derwin, I believe, Romeo Dobbs. More like Romeo Dubs. Play action. This could be right into their hand with this play action. And I wanted more. And that is crazy defense by Luvu. I guess he is off ball. Never mind. I guess he's just one of the goats. Should have just taken Bellinger underneath. Bellinger is our boy after all. That's a tough throw. Man, this pressure, though. TJ Watt is unfreaking believable. Gonna go back to the screen, I guess. See what happens. They're not on it. TJ Watt, of course, even though it's a screen. I mean, that's not really going to help us. I appreciate the sentiment, but yeah, it's going to be a field goal. Got to say, though, the defense has come to play. There's been options. They've just missed them for the most part. Uh-oh. There you go. I'm going to let him go one-on-one because I want to make sure Ryan Moss is chasing. 10 for 42. Definitely not representative of the way this game has gone on the ground for them. They've not averaged 4 yards per carry or even close to that. Kind of want Johnson near the line of scrimmage, just run back if it's not a run, which it's not. Quick throw to the outside. Never going to be able to get there. Gains 9. Clock is really not like our saving grace just yet, so I'm playing this like we need the takeaway. Playing like we have to get the stop. Otherwise, it's GG. Screen pass. Oh, that ball barely gets out. You could argue that was a fumble. They got receivers out there, but we're just hoping that we have the athleticism to go toe-to-toe if we have to drop. And Cam Jones gives up a first down. Huh? Hello? Excuse me? I don't know what I just witnessed. I guess they have Bettis. It's not actually a small receiving elusive back. It is actually a full-blown best in league history power back. Well, James had to steal the tackle. 7 yards gain. I don't know what I witnessed, but somehow that's a first down. Should have been 4th and inches. Could have seen what kind of tough decision they would have went through. Oh, I was really kind of hoping he would have caught that. Ronnie Shelton injured. I'm not a huge fan of that. I am not a huge fan of that. And I don't even know what the injury looks like because they won't show it. Bring in the blitz. Bring in the blitz. Who this? It's going to be read option, and that is going to work. Are you kidding me? And we get blocked up by our own guy. 39-yard rushing touchdown for Kirk Cousins. We are back, baby. You have got to be genuinely joking me. The perfect blocks from every single player on their roster. Walt James is still being blocked to this day. I even got blocked by our own guy. I really don't like the direction that this game is going. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to go to the play action because I do not think that sweep whatever is going to work out when you have no blocks to that side. Throw on the run. It is in his hands to the 33-yard line. 8 yards gain. Our success rate through the air with our quarterback is genuinely concerning. 2nd and 2 for the 33-yard line. And really good blocking. Derwin, bunch of people punching Rodriguez, but he has been kind of the hero today, so I can't imagine he's going to be the reason why we lose. If anything, he is the winner. We have TJ mic'd. They shifted hard over here, and they do shed that easily. We gain nothing. Going to go with play action. Kind of like Kuntz on this. Asking for a lot. Can he catch it? Oh, my. That was actually not a bad decision on the comeback throw. This wheel route to Bellinger actually saved us last time, didn't it? Let's see if we can hit this. Wide open Kuntz. Misses him. Yep, that's it. That's it. That is it. That's bench. GG. It is official. He's done for. Benched. Straight up booty cheeks. Taylor burned. Good recovery, but it's a first down nonetheless. Taylor and him have been absolutely battling this one. We're out there. Misses the tackle, though. Might have been the tackle that would have given him the scenario, too. But it's irrelevant because we don't finish tackles that are huge like that. When they're important, we miss them. And he drops a lot of pressure in there. 3rd and 9, though. Big stop coming up here if we can get it. Bring the safeties up. Probably will drop Wilson here, though. Pretty good coverage. Not good enough. Good D. Knocked it out. Went to the big jump ball master in Kyle Pitts, and it will be a punt. He could have easily mossed that without the help of Wilson. I would assume us having 2 players on him is the reason why he didn't just moss. This punt is not great, but it's okay. Oh, it's terrible. I lied. Let's go with bench. Wise, open. Good throw. Gain 6. I genuinely don't know how a quarterback can be that bad. I don't know how it's physically possible. What is that decision? Good try by Kuntz, who actually is the one that gets up and makes that play. Can't believe they brought 4 players to Kuntz, though. They know me too well, and I don't like that. I don't like that they know things. Oh, they sold out for the run, and they just completely gave us the inside. Great play. Good blocks. I am impressed. What can I tell you? Trap play. And we get some pretty good blocks. We bounce it outside. Morant! Can Rodriguez do it? He can't. Runs out of speed. Is that Whitehead? To the 11, 213 yards on the ground. Beautiful block on the inside, and we find our way back out. And it was Sean Murphy-Bunting, I believe. Look at Morant breaking everyone up on those blocks. Unbelievable. And with a little bit of a break needed, it's going to be Tyler Beatty coming in. A touchdown would pretty much win it. Field goal would do a lot, too. And Beatty just showing off the speed. Beatty in for the score, and that might be the dagger. Tyler Beatty showing off the speed. And, of course, the offensive line has been unbelievable. The receivers also unbelievable. This has been a running battle of the ages on our side, at least. And look at Beatty running. He literally looks like he's running like he stole someone's burrito or something. I'm not giving this burrito back. And I don't blame him. That's his burrito. To the edge on the run. And we're going to use the speed. Rodriguez to the outside. In. 14-point lead with just under 6 to play. I don't see if they can come back from this. I don't think it. 1st and 10. Kind of playing deep. See if Johnson can get this last play. I mean, not last play, but really the play. Outside, late to the running back. That's fine. Oh, wow. Okay, double dropped it. Now we're playing really risky. We're going to come with a blitz. I think we have a chance to get in there, but more importantly, Johnson deep. He's doing a really good deep safety for us. And it's a really good throw in the inside. I don't think it matters what cover you're running there. If you had 2 safeties or not, you're not making that play unless you physically had a safety moving in that spot, which we were not going to. Let's also switch Johnson here, give him a chance inside. Oh, we missed hard there. Good hits. Johnson a part of it. I think Johnson's scenario needed to be under 200 passing, maybe even under 200 total, whatever it is. Not going to get either of those. Passing was close. Maybe even with sack yardage we get it, but yeah, unlikely there as well. That's okay. You know, right now the game is about time. 7 yards for another 30 seconds is not bad. I just want to see Johnson get a freaking pick. Oh, they're going to call PI all day on us there. And he holds on anyway, so it probably doesn't matter. Yeah, there's a little bit of pushing and shoving there, can't lie. Trying to slow him down a little bit. Of course, it didn't end up mattering in the end. We would have been way deep in the end zone if we weren't manually using him, so it is what it is. What can you say? Let's see if Gleason can make something happen off the edge. And outside, what a play. Jones making the play that time. Manned up. Antonio Johnson. Beat. But Kirk is trying to make something crazy happen. I can't even switch in time. Of course, he would have had a pick if that ball is in play. Kirk just throwing a jumper up there. 3:38 left. They have wasted quite a bit of time to get here. About half the clock they had. But still, touchdown would put them in the chance for a comeback. And why is Wilson playing this so badly? But that is picked. That ball is severely underthrown. And that will be the first win of the season. To the 20-yard line. I mean, it's not like Jadarius won us the game, but he didn't almost lose us the game like certain other quarterbacks almost did. TJ Watt, Wise is very fast, but running towards him, once again, probably not Wise. Although he's got the speed. Look at Wise go. Okay, try to fall down very early and still just not going to get it. Did they realize how ugly that looks? Like, fix the damn game, would you? We're assuming the win is on. And that's a perfect throw. Morant. Dagger. Jadarius Lewis is QB1. And with them driving on the field, but then getting intercepted by I'm not even sure who, that would end the game. Pretty close throughout, and then all of a sudden the Bulls just couldn't keep up. 34-13. Kirk Cousins is just, I think he is beyond his years at this point, in like a bad way. Graves, yeah, okay, you're the one talking to him. It's like, hey man, I will look forward to backing up a quarterback in the future just like you will. Like, what is that? Graves, terrible. Just awful, bro. Terrible. Like, he's just not good. Rodriguez, unbelievably good. Romeo Dobbs, not bad. Receiving a bunch of different guys, had a bunch of different yards. Looking at the defensive numbers, Gleason with 2 sacks, 1 for TJ Watt, half for 2 of his other guys. Taylor, Wilson, Jones, all with picks. Whitehead with 1 himself, and kicking was clean. Boo, Graves, boo. John Michael Schmitz has an upgrade. Forbes, he doesn't play all that much really anymore, but we'll take a look at the upgrade. Schmitz is a starter, but his upgrades are going to be boring. He's an offensive lineman. 2 to press, 2 to man. We're a very high man coverage team. The rest is pretty mid. Can't lie. And then Schmitz, like I said, the ceiling is so low. We should have done so much better for the future of this team, but he's a good run blocker, I suppose, and you do kind of feel that when running, up the middle of the field. But looking at a new injury, who the hell is this again? Ronnie Shelton, torn labrum, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, potential bye week in between, hopefully. Does not appear to be. Breakout quarterback or player, I don't think we got it. Yeah, we did not get it. Man, we are selling some opportunities, but what can I do? I mean, I try. QB check-in, I mean, I don't know what we're going to be doing here, but we said the team is struggling. We won, so you would think, we would get some XP for it. We do. 2,500 XP for every single player on the roster is crazy. We'll have to use those upgrades next week as we face the Orbits and a chance for the rematch. 1-3 on the season, but only a game and a half behind the Elks, who we obviously still have to play at some point this season. Regardless, if you guys enjoy this one, we finally got a win on the board. We finally turned things around a little bit, specifically on defense. Maybe leave a like, subscribe to me if you're not new. I do appreciate continued support on the channel. And it's no more messing around time. Jadarius Lewis is QB1. Regardless, though, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video,